From the developers that brought you Yakuza, Yakuza 2, Yakuza 3, Yakuza 4, Yakuza 5, Yakuza 6, Super Yakuza RPG, and Yakuza 0, comes a reimagining like no other that takes you back to feudal Japan and turns it into, you guessed it, Yakuza. Like a Dragon, Ishin. Witness the technical prequel to the Yakuza series, as familiar actors from the modern games are reskinned as Japan's other major cultural export, besides giant robots, samurai. Then watched as they go through political upheaval in a retelling of Japanese history, which would probably make an actual Japanese historian commit seppuku, but might still be interesting to a serious weeaboo or similar Japanese garbage enthusiast. And if you're into Yakuza enough to play a historical spin-off, well, you probably already fit that description. Look, I don't know why anyone else is playing this, but I'm just here to see Majima go wild with the top knot. Slide into the straw sandals of Kiryu, a Ryoma, a roaming samurai hell-bent on revenge, on a journey to find his adoptive father's killer in a foreign city, as he infiltrates the old-timey Japanese equivalent of the LAPD in order to test out each of the captains and suss out which is the murderer, in a story that, despite the old-school setting and historical events, still somehow feels like if you just put everyone in suits, you would just be playing another Yakuza game. And to be honest, that's absolutely all I wanted. Also, it doesn't matter what era you're in, Baka Mitai always slaps. Lunge into the swordplay of Ishin that you'll absolutely get into every 3 minutes walking through the game, as it takes the usual brawling formula of mashing buttons and gives you 4 different styles of mashing to do, where you'll go in with your martial prowess of bare fists, keen swordplay, or just spamming the shoot button with your magic gun that never runs out of bullets, as you build up your heat to pull off a bunch of dynamic moves that usually end up putting a sword in their guts or shooting them at point-blank range, which you'll have to repeat a couple of times because apparently they didn't make bullets so good back then. Combine that with your random friendship powers, which means you'll run around the field like you're being chased by a pack of wild dogs until your cooldowns come back to cheese anything remotely boss-like, in gameplay that can be pretty fun when you get the nuances down, but also pretty frustrating when everything takes damage like a bulldozer made of meat. Come on, man, I just want to go to the next overly serious cutscene already. Discover the true draw of any Yakuza game, the side missions, as you spend 90% of your playtime bopping around the game's tiny open world, which is somehow a little less engaging than when it's an almost exact recreation of Tokyo, and instead just looks like you're playing Way of the Samurai 6 or something, but still packed full of wacky characters with unreasonable problems that you decide to solve on the spot, some of which feel like they might be era appropriate, and some that are total nonsense, just like the doctor ordered, along with many of the mini-games you've come to expect from the franchise. They even figured out a way to still get the karaoke in there, but sadly couldn't shoe in a way to play Super Hang-On. So sharpen up that katana, and get ready to pick up everything off the floor for the most out-of-the-mold Yakuza game you've probably ever played, which makes it disappointing that it feels a little bit stiff and boring compared to the main games. I mean, it has its moments, don't get me wrong, but how are you going to beat jousting in the sewers on a motorcycle? You simply can't do it. Starring Kimono Kiryu. And for the love of God, please put on a f***ing shirt! Japan's baldest man. Where'd you find hair dye? Time Cop. Can totally name every Gatorade flavor. Majima everywhen. Hostess with the mostest. And various extremely serious men. Ghost of Yakuza. You know, if we're just setting Yakuza games whenever now, what if they did one with cavemen? Really want to see Kiryu Kazama invent fire. Tell us what you'd like to hear in my epic voice in the comments below. I got pig iron. I got pig iron. I got all pig iron. Pizza Man, we deliver. Rest easy, King. Mamma mia, this pizza is trying to kill me. I crave cheese, Leon.